Welcome. Come on in. Just getting things set up here. My name is Lee Meyer, and I am a stay-at-home mom of four. I'm going to be sharing with you about a passive income stream and how I'm going to be helping you make $30,000 over the next few weeks. We've got 16 weeks left in the month or the year of 2024, and I'm going to help you make the most of it. What if you could get to December 31st and look back 30 to 40,000 extra dollars in your bank account? You look in the mirror so proud of everything that you have accomplished in these last 16 weeks of 2024. So this is my website right here, empoweredpassiveincome.com. This is where you're going to find all of the details about how to get started with a passive income stream that is out there working for you. So that is what passive income is all about, is having a way to bring in money where it's not costing you your time. So that's where I was at before. So again, empoweredpassiveincome.com, you can go there, put in your email. Welcome, come on in. Let me know where you are from. I am from Washington State, and I'm hoping that one day, my goal is one day to have every single state represented here. So go ahead and let me know in the comments where you are from. I am going live in 2 different places, so drop it in the comments, and we're going to be having people who hop on here throughout the course that I'm here this morning, from all over the US, maybe even from the world. So I would love to know what state you are from, because again, I would love to be able to have every state represented at some point in time. So again, my name is Lee, for those of you who are just coming through, and I am a stay-at-home mom from 4, and I am in Washington State. So it's still early here. It's like before 6 a.m. My kids are asleep. It's dark out, but I'm up sharing about this passive income stream because it has changed my life. So again, I'm a stay-at-home mom of 4. I was running out of time. My kids are getting older, and I'm going, okay, I don't have that many years left. In the meantime, I was working a side hustle, and I was trading my time for money. Every time that I wanted to make money, it always cost me more of my time, and it cost me more of my effort. So as the cost of everything has gone up, what happens? I had to put in more time. We've also added a 4th child. So my time has gotten less and less. At the same time, the price of everything's gone up and up. And so it's put a lot of pressure on me to have to get more done in less time, or, put in more hours somehow in the little bit of time that I do have. Like, I don't have that much time as a stay-at-home mom, right? With 4 kids. And so I needed a better way, because I was at a point of being stressed and anxious and worried about finances, like it never being enough with a side hustle. I was making a few bucks here, a few bucks there, and it just wasn't enough to keep up. It was like I was in a losing situation, like a losing battle. It was an impossible situation of, okay, now the car broke, that's $1,000 repair bill. Okay, now the dishwasher broke, that's $600. Those things keep adding up, and it's like, okay, if I'm selling something where I'm making $10 here, $10 there, it's never going to add up. It's never going to be enough to keep up for the month. And I wasn't able to sleep at night. I was just having so much anxiety. I'm like, something has to change. And so that's when I came across this blueprint. And I'm going to be sharing this with you, exactly how this works. Empoweredpassiveincome.com. You can head there right now. You're going to see a place to put in your email. That is going to immediately take you to a video that is going to give you all of the details. Watch that video all the way through, because that is going to answer all of your questions. You're going to see a button below that video when you get done watching. Go ahead and click that button, and that is going to take you over to the different products available. You're going to scroll all the way down to the bottom of that page and see how you can use these products to create passive income streams for yourself. This is easier than you think. This is much simpler than you think. You do not have to have a following. You do have to have prior experience. You do not have to have tech skills. Back to the following. I started brand new on TikTok. You do not need followers in order to make money on TikTok. I started bringing in money right around 300 followers. So you do not have to get on any of these follow trains, these grow lives, these trying to grow your following. You can start making money right now where you're at, hundreds of dollars at a time with this system. So again, my name is Lee. For those of you just coming through, empoweredpassiveincome.com. This is where you're going to get all of the details about exactly how this works. That's going to unlock a video as soon as you go here, put in your email. That will unlock a video of all of the steps of this blueprint, and it's going to show you exactly how. So watch that video all the way through, because I promise that it will answer all of your questions. So again, I needed a better way to make money. A side hustle was not cutting it. Making a few bucks here, a few bucks there was not cutting it. All I wanted was to be able to stay at home with my kids. That's all that I wanted at the end of the day. And I wanted to be able to be present and have the time with them, have the funds to be able to make memories before they're grown and gone. My oldest is 14, my youngest is 2, and I'm going, okay, I'm running out of time. I don't have that much time left to have all 4 of my kids under my roof, all 4 of my kids, at home with me. And so I need a better way. I need that time back with them before it's too late. So I'm going to go ahead and jump in and get started here, but I want you to know that you don't have to know anything to get started with this passive income stream. The beauty of it is that you can start making money right away. It doesn't have to take weeks or months or years in order to be able to start seeing a profit, in order to start seeing your first dollar come in. It does not have to be something that takes a long time of you trying to come up with something, trying to figure out something, trying to trial and error and test and hope that something works and hope that you make your first dollar, months or years down the road. So the very first step with making money online, with creating a passive income stream, is that you need a product to be able to offer. You need a way to be able to make money, right? And so with this, you're going to get started with a highly in-demand product. So anytime you are selling anything online, whether you've got an Etsy store or you've got, whatever it is, what is it that you want to sell? Something that's actually in demand, something that people actually want, right? And so with these products, the very first key to get started with actually, making money is to be able to offer products that are in demand. There's a lot of different things you could sell out there, a lot of different things that you could promote or whatever. But if it's not in demand, you're going to have a really hard time making sales with that. And so what I have found is actually the number one industry right now is actually the e-learning industry. Now, this kind of blew my mind because I was coming from the background of selling physical products. I was used to physical products. I was used to seeing that thing in front of me. But what I didn't know, right? And so what I found out was actually the number one industry that is out there, and this was identified by Forbes as the number one industry, is actually digital products. It's actually products that are e-learning. So these types of products are completely digital. They're not things that you can see, right in front of your face. They're not tangible things you can hold, but actually billions of dollars are being spent in this industry. It's actually a $1.2 billion per day. That is how much is being spent every single day on these types of products, that are not tangible physical items that you can see, like on literal digital products. And so I learned that this e-learning is the biggest industry out there, but it's also the fastest growing industry out there. So by 2027, this is the current year, 2024, by 2027, this number is actually projected to hit $3 billion per day. So let me go ahead really quick. I know some of you are just hopping in here. My name is Lee. I'm a stay-at-home mom of 4. I was side hustling and I needed a better way for my money to actually put a dent in things. I wanted my time back. So passive income, that is my website. You're going to go there. You'll see a place to put in your email, and that is going to unlock a video about this blueprint. You're going to watch that video all the way through because that will answer all of your questions. Watch it all the way through, and then there's a button below that video you're going to click. That is going to take you over to the page where you can see these products for yourself, because what these allow you to do is to be able to start making money now. You actually don't even have to come up with your own thing to be able to profit in this $1 billion a day industry. You don't have to know anything about e-learning. You don't have to know anything about digital products. You can actually get started with products that are already done for you. And this was a thing that I had never heard of before. It's actually something that is called master resale rights. And it simply means that the products are already ready to go, like right out of the box. You can get started with them and you have the rights to sell those products. So this does something amazing for you. Instead of having to go out and create your own product, instead of having to go out and figure, okay, what could I possibly sell in e-learning? What could I possibly create? What could I possibly teach? Like, I don't have anything to teach. Who's going to buy something from me? These products are already done, already created. And so instead of going the DIY route, which you certainly can go, you can go and, figure out how to record lessons for maybe a course, or you could go and figure out how to create a set of PDFs you could sell. That route can take a very, very long time. It can take months and even years before you make your first dollar off of that. So what this has allowed me to do with these products, because they're essentially ready, done for you products, is they have allowed me to be able to start making money essentially from day one. There's not this huge waiting period of trying to get a business off the ground, trying to get going. But what these have done is allow me to make money right away, which was exactly what I needed. I had bills now, I had expenses now, right? And you probably do too. And so that was the number one thing for me, is okay, I don't have to wait. I thought, okay, maybe months or years down the road, I could start getting into this industry. I could start offering something in online business. But I didn't have that capacity. I didn't have that time. And the time was the thing that I wanted back. I wanted that time back with my kids. And so this has allowed me to be able to step in from day one and start making money. And this has been so incredible for me because, again, I had expenses now. I had bills now that I needed to be able to cover. I didn't have time to sit around for months or years trying to figure out something to be able to profit in this $1 billion a day industry. So imagine with me for a second, if you could learn the skills to be able to make $900 in this industry. We're talking billions of dollars a day that are being spent on these products. 900 is nothing. Right. So $900, imagine learning the skills to be able to bring in $900 sales. And then imagine being able to do that on a daily basis, learning the skills of attraction marketing to bring in a daily paying customer. Do you realize that $900 is $6,300 per week and $328,000 a year? What would that do for your family? What would $328,000 do for you? How would that make you feel? What could you accomplish? You get to the end of next year, you look in your bank account and you've got $328,000 in there. What would that do for you? Maybe it's that you would get out of debt. You would sit down. I was going to say pull out the checkbook, probably more like pull out your computer, send in that last payment on your car, send in that last payment on your student loans, maybe even get your house paid off. What could that do for you? Would it mean that you could go and schedule the most amazing vacation of your lives, be able to take your kids, grandkids, family on an amazing vacation where you're making memories and you're able to do that before it's too late, before they're too old to enjoy it, before you're too old to enjoy it, whatever that is, before your kids are grown and out of the house? What would that $328,000 $1,000 do for you? Empoweredpassiveincome.com. For those of you who are just hopping on, you're going to want to go there, put in your email, and you're going to get a video immediately. As soon as you click that button to submit your email, it's going to take you to a page with a video. Watch that video all the way through because it's going to answer all of your questions about exactly how this works. It's going to show you just how easy it is. This is easier than you think. You do not need tech skills. You do not need a following. You do not need prior experience to start making money right away, hundreds of dollars at a time for your family. So what would that do for you if you could learn these skills to bring in a daily paying customer of $900 and bring in $328,000 a year? Because this is not about you hustling harder. It is not about you working harder. It is not about you putting in more time. It's actually based around a 2-hour workday. Now, that does not sound like possible. Like, how is this amount of money possible in just 2 hours a day? And so this is where I'm going to go ahead and erase this. Grab a screenshot of this before I go ahead and erase this so that you remember these numbers. I want you to remember $328,000 a year, that e-learning is going to be a $3 billion per day industry by 2027. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and erase this. So this is, again, it's all about you getting your time back. That is what passive income is, because with these products, they are all done for you. And that 2-hour workday, it's actually possible because of an automation system. It's possible because these are digital products. And so you're able to automate the entire sales process from start to finish. And so that is where an automation system comes in, or what is called a sales funnel. So this sales funnel, this automation system, this is your freedom machine. This is the thing that gives you your time back because it's out there working for you around the clock. It's out there working for you 24/7. It's running in the background while you're asleep, while you're, at wherever you are. Maybe you took the family out to lunch. Maybe you are out at the movies. This automation system is out there working for you. And this is all based off of having a website and then having a way to be able to follow up with your customers that does not involve you having to be glued to your phone, on a phone call, in DMs, friend requesting people. This is an automated way to be able to do that follow up with your potential leads, because that is where the money is made. It is made in the follow up. And so with this automation system, this is having a website that is out there working for you, because that website is out there, 24/7, and it's out there in the world. It's out there for the entire world. There's 5 to 5.5 billion people who are on the internet. And so by having a website, you're able to get access to 5.5 billion people. So this automation, it all starts with your website. And so that website, that's just the place where you're able to send potential customers to. So again, mine is empoweredpassiveincome.com. You would have your own website to be able to send your customers to. And I'm going to explain how all of this automation works. But what this does for you, it means that you don't have to chase your customers. It means you have a simple website to be able to send them to and let them decide for themselves if it is right for them or if it's not. It means that it's completely rejection free. You never have to hear the word no. If you've come from an MLM background, you've probably been told to go for no. You've been told rejection is just part of the business. With this, you never have that rejection. You never have to hear the word no. You don't have to get that icky feeling. You just have a website to be able to send people to and let them decide for themselves. They can click away, they can unsubscribe from emails, whatever that is, but you never have to hear the word no. It also means that you don't have to, do all of that, the manual follow-up. It means that this passive system is out there working for you. So what you're going to do is you have that website and there's that place to put in your email. And then as soon as that is done, then that next page is going to be a page where there is a video. That's my attempt at a video. And this is going to explain more to your customer about the products, about exactly how this works. And then there's going to be that button below that video. And this is going to take them over to the page where those products are available. And so with this automation system, because this is your own website, because these are your own web pages, this means that once they get over here and they click that button to be able to purchase, they're going to be purchasing directly from you. This is how you make, not $100. This is how you make 100% profit on, say, a $900 sale. So imagine being able to send somebody to your automation system. They go through, purchase from you, and you see $900 showing up in your bank account at 100% profit. This is possible because you have your own website and you have your own payment gateways. So this automation system, it is 90 to 95% done for you. You do not need to have tech skills. You don't need to know how to set up a website. You do not need to know how to build a web page. These pages are all done. The only thing that you're doing is going in and putting in your own domain name and putting in your payment gateway on that button, that place where your customers are paying you. So you're going to put in your Stripe, you're going to put in your PayPal, wherever it is that you want to get paid. And so once you have that all set up, then this system is completely done. It's ready to go. The other piece of this is once you get a email from your customer, then that is going to start an email sequence. These are my attempt at an envelope. And so with this, they're immediately going to get an email from you. This is a way for you to be able to follow up with your potential leads, because not everybody is going to be ready to purchase immediately. People need time. It usually takes, on average, research shows 7 exposures in order to be able to get to a place of saying, yes, I'm ready. Yes, I'm ready to make a purchase. During this email sequence, these are set to go out approximately 1 per day. And so these are going to go out, and you can set these up to go out indefinitely, but we actually have these already done for you. All of the web pages are done for you. All of that email sequence is done for you so that you're not having to spend your time trying to come up with something, trying to figure out what it is that you're supposed to say. These are all done for you. This is what is doing all of the selling and the telling and the following up with your customers. Frees up your life. This is what gets you your time back. So imagine what it would be like to go through the setup today, get your website set up, get your payment gateway set up so that you can start bringing in 100% profit on $900 sales. Like that could be set up today. For me, when I got started with my product, I picked my product, went to the automation, and I put the baby down for a nap for the afternoon. And I'm like, I am going to walk through the videos. There are step-by-step videos to be able to follow along with. I got this whole setup done in the afternoon. By the next morning, my website is out there working for me, ready to start bringing in sales of $900, 100% profit by the next day. That is the power of this system. This is the power of having ready done for you products and an automation system that is almost completely done. So once you go through the setup of putting in your domain and putting in your payment, the button on that, the payment gateway on that button, this is going to be something that you can check off of your list. It's done. You don't have to go touch it again. These products, they are also done. So for those of you who are just coming through, my name is Lee. I'm a stay-at-home mom of 4 in Washington State. I was side hustling, trading my time for dollars, making a few bucks here, a few bucks there, and I was running out of time in the day to be able to keep up with the cost of everything. I needed a better way. I needed a way to be able to actually bring in income that put a dent in things. I needed a way to be able to get my time back with my family. And so this is the passive income stream that I found that is working for me. And I've been able to bring in thousands of dollars for my family just since I found this system about 3.5 months ago. This means that you do not need to, for it to take months and years for you to be able to bring in your first dollar. Like, you can start making money right away with this. This was exactly what I needed because I had expenses now. I had bills now, and I needed a way to be able to cover those and get my time back at the same time. So this is my website here, empoweredpassiveincome.com. You're going to go there and you're going to put in your email. That's going to unlock that video for you that is going to explain all of this. Watch that all the way through because I promise that it will answer your questions. If you've still got questions after that aren't answered, hit reply to any of my emails and I will personally answer those for you, whatever questions that you have. But I am so excited to be here with you. I have a lot more to get covered because I have seen the power of having this in my own life. I've seen the power of having an automation system that is out there working for me, that has given me my time back, that has given me the time back with my kids, that has given me a way to be able to be present, to be able to still make an income, even when I'm present with my kids, even when I'm not actively working. Because what this automation system does is it allows you to be able to put in minimal amount of time. That is why it's passive. That is why my website is empoweredpassiveincome.com, is because I needed that passive income stream. I needed a way to be able to bring money in passively. And so with this automation system, because it is out there working for you, because it is out there working for you 24/7, 365, it's getting you in front of 5.5 billion people who are on the internet, who are, on the World Wide Web. We're being connected in a way we have never been before in 2024, right? Because I've got this automation system that is out there working for me, a global business, a global reach that allows me to follow a 2-hour workday to start bringing in consistent income for my family at 100% profit. So that's what I'm going to go over next, but go ahead and grab a screenshot of this. You've got my website up there, empoweredpassiveincome.com. You're going to go there to unlock this video that's going to answer all of your questions. All right, I'm going to go ahead and erase this so I can keep moving on because I have so much more to be able to share with you of what I've learned. Again, I've only been doing this the last 3.5 months. I've only had this passive income stream for the last 3.5 months. I wish that I would have had it sooner. I wish I would have known about it sooner. As soon as I found out about it, I'm like, yes, I need this. Yes, I need a way to be able to get my time back. Yes, I need an automation system that's out there working for me. I only wish I would have found out about it sooner. Again, that was just 3.5 months ago that I found it, but I've already been able to bring in thousands of dollars for my family. That has truly been life-changing because of the automation, because it has been completely automated. So once you've got your products, you can check those off your list. Once you walk through that setup for your automations, once you go and put in your domain and your payment gateway, that's how you're able to make 100% profit, by the way. That's why this isn't an MLM. This is why you're not making somebody else rich. Once you go through and set those things up, that automation system is done. Again, you can check that off the list. That leaves you with just one final thing to worry about on a daily basis. This automation system, once it's done, you don't have to, a year down the road, month down the road, you don't have to touch it. You don't have to tweak it. This is a proven sales funnel, a proven sales automation system that is proven to convert. It is a highly converting sales funnel. Across our community, on average, about 1 in 20 are purchasing when they hear about the products, when they learn what this can do for them. That is an amazing conversion rate. 1 in 20 are purchasing. Some even have it down to less than that, like 1 in 10 or 1 in 5, but on average 1 in 20. So what this means for you is that you only need to get this in front of 20 people a day in order to start bringing in a daily paying customer, at that $900 level. So imagine with me for a second doing this and seeing that $900 show up in your bank account, 100% profit. $900, you look at your phone and you're like, I just had $900 come in. You didn't lose a bunch of money to somebody else. You didn't lose any money to somebody else, but you were actually able to keep not all 900 of that. What would that do for you? That is the power of the system. That is the power of having a proven sales funnel, a highly converting sales funnel behind you, because A, you already know that it works, and B, that you don't need to go through that much effort in order to get this in front of 20 people a day and start bringing in that daily paying customer, because 20 people a day is nothing when we've got the internet at our fingertips, when we've got a global reach, when we've got 5.5 billion people who are on the internet. 20 people is a drop in the bucket, right? And so with this, because you've got your product, it's already done, ready to go, you're ready to start making money from day one. You've got that automation system that is out there running in the background for you. That leaves you with only one thing, and that is to get your website discovered, to get your system discovered, to get leads into your automation system. And so with this discovery process, again, this is making use of the 5.5, it's like 5 to 5.5 billion, depending on where you look, people who are already on the internet. And all it takes to get a daily paying customer is getting in front of 20 of those. And that is on average, that brings in a daily, let's see if we can write this down, daily paying customer. That is all that it takes. 20 people is a drop in the bucket for the 5.5 billion. This is billion with a B, 5.5 billion people who are out there. Even if it were just 1% of these who might be interested in e-learning products, who might be interested in having an online business, just 1% is still 550 million people. Like, these numbers are hard to wrap our brains around, right? These numbers are hard to comprehend. So getting 20 out of these huge numbers to be able to get to that point of seeing a daily paying customer is easier than you think, with the reach of the internet, with the reach of a global business, and having 5.5 billion people who are out there in the world, who are out there on the internet. We've got 8 billion people or something like that in the world, and then 5.5 billion people have internet access. 5.5 billion people are on social media. So with this discovery system, this is all about utilizing free methods to get your website discovered, to get your automation system discovered. Welcome, come on in. Let me know where you are from. My name is Lee, for those of you who are just hopping in here. And I am from Washington State. I'm a stay-at-home mom of 4. This is my website right here, empoweredpassiveincome.com. This is where you can go to get all of the details about exactly how this passive income stream works, where you can see exactly how you can create passive income for your family and bring in thousands of dollars of life-changing income, how you can build generational wealth, how you can change your family's financial trajectory, all because you stepped out and decided to do something about your financial situation, all because you decided, hey, yes, I want a passive income stream that is out there working for me. So you're going to go here, empoweredpassiveincome.com. You're going to see a place to put in your email. That is going to unlock a video. That video is going to answer all of your questions. So watch it all the way through, because I promise that it will answer your questions. If you've still got questions after that, hit reply on any of the emails that you get from me, and I will personally answer any of the questions that you have. So once you have all of this set up, you are only worried about getting your system discovered, getting it out there in front of the 5.5 billion people who are already on the internet. And again, to be able to bring in a daily paying customer at that $900 level, all you need to be able to do is get this in front of 20 people a day, because on average, this automation system, that is what it is converting at. So 20 a day into that system will equal a daily paying customer for you. This is true across our community. This is on average across all of the people in our community. Some are doing it a little less, some are doing a little bit more, but on average, 20 people. So that is all that it takes, is 20 people a day to discover this, to get into those automations, and to learn how they can have these types of products where they're able to bring in passive income from. So I'm going to go ahead and erase this so I can give myself a little bit more room here. But there's a few different ways to be able to get your system discovered. But the beauty of the ways that I'm going to talk about is they are all free, so that you never have to spend money. Because when I say 100% profit on a $900 sale, I mean 100% profit. It's not that it was 100% profit and you went and spent $500 on ads or whatever that is. Every way to get your system discovered, to get your website discovered, is free. Because we've got those 5.5 billion people who are on the internet, who are hanging out on social media for free. So you should never have to pay to attract customers. You should never have to pay to get leads into your automation system, into that funnel system that's going to convert them from, a potential paying customer. You should never have to pay for that. So when I say 100% profit, I truly mean 100% profit. So there's a couple of different ways that you can go about getting your website discovered. And the first one is with copy and paste ads. Now, with these ads, you are simply copying and pasting over to high traffic websites where people are going to look for business opportunities, where they're going to look for jobs, where they're going to look for ways to provide for their families, to bring in an income. And they're going to these high traffic, running out of room here, they're going to these high traffic websites. And so if you can simply copy and paste, like anybody can copy and paste, right? So if you could simply copy and paste over to these free high traffic ad sites where hundreds of thousands of people are clicking to go every single day, just by copying and pasting an ad to these free ad sites, you're able to get your website out there. You're going to put an ad, you're going to tell about the product, and then you're going to have a call to action of, hey, for more information, go to my website. And you're going to have your website, a link to your website. And that is going to, by just simply copying and pasting something as simple as an ad over to these free ad sites, that is a way to be able to generate leads, to get people to discover your website and to get them into your automation system that is going to take them from just learning about you, just discovering you, discovering your website, and turning them into a daily paying customer, right? And so this, if you can copy and paste, you can do this. You don't need to, have really any other skills. Like anybody can copy and paste, right? So that is one route that you can go, is to simply copy and paste ads over to these free ad sites. The other route that you can go is to use social media. With social media, again, we've got 5.5 billion people who are on social media already. And so that gives a way to be able to get in front of 5.5 billion people around the world. Again, this, with an online business, you have got a global reach. And so with social media, there's multiple different routes that you can go with this. You name it. There's Facebook, LinkedIn. I'm not going to write them all down here. There's Pinterest. There's Instagram. There's TikTok. I could go on and on listing more different social media places. And with this blueprint, you're not only going to get the products and that done for you automation system, that highly converting automation system, but you're going to get all of the training to be successful on any and all of the social media platforms where you want to be. You're going to learn how to create content. You're going to learn exactly what to do to be able to bring in a daily paying customer. So imagine with me for a second, learning the skills to bring in hundreds of dollars at a time and do it on a daily basis where it actually puts a dent in things and where you've got your time back because of this automation system. Again, this is what allows you to have a 2-hour workday. And with this 2-hour workday, this is where your time is spent. This is what you're doing during that 2-hour workday. And then from there, the automation system is out there working for you. So this means that you've got the rest of the day to do whatever you want while that automation system is doing all of the follow-up, doing all of that converting for you, of taking people who discover your system through either of these methods, through the copy and paste ads or through discovering you on social media, is taking them from that to turning into a paying customer where you're making 100% profit. So imagine with me for a second, learning the skills to be able to bring in a customer hundreds of dollars at a time and being able to do that on a daily basis. Again, $900. When you do this, I'm going to go ahead and erase this so I've got a little bit more room here. But when somebody discovers your system, whether it's through those copy and paste ads or social media, when they discover your system, discover your website, again, mine is empoweredpassiveincome.com. That's going to get you all of the details. That's going to unlock a video that explains exactly everything that I have been talking about this morning. And it's going to explain exactly how I have been able to bring in thousands of dollars for my family as a stay-at-home mom, following the same discovery system, following the same 2-hour workday. At that point, when you have a potential lead go over to your website, go and get in those automations, and they're like, yes, I am ready to get started with a done for me product. Yes, I'm ready to get started with an automation system that's out there working for me, completely rejection free, that is proven to convert. I'm ready to have a 2-hour workday. I'm ready to learn the skills of a daily paying customer. That's when they're going to click your button that you already have set up to make a purchase from you. They're going to click and pay you directly. That's how you're able to make that 100% profit. That's how you're able to bring in $900 at a time, 100% profit directly to you, not going to a third party, not going to somebody else, not making somebody else rich and you're getting a portion of it. At that point, they are paying you directly. And that is when they become your new customer. So imagine learning the skills to be able to attract a customer on a daily basis. Again, this all that it takes to be able to get to the place of seeing $900 come in on a daily basis with this discovery system is getting it in front of 20 people who are already out there, out of the 5.5 billion people who are on the internet, who are hanging out for free in places like social media. At that point, they become your new customer. So imagine with me seeing that $900 come into your bank account, and you get to the place where you're starting to improve your skills. You're starting to learn these skills. You're starting to learn how to maximize your reach on social media. You're starting to learn how to do those copy and paste ads, and you're starting to see a customer on a daily basis. Will this happen right off the bat? Probably not, but this is not a get rich quick scheme. This is a long-term game plan about you learning skills to be able to bring in life-changing income for your family. This is about you learning high income skills to be able to, bring in hundreds of dollars at a time and not just making a few bucks here and a few bucks there and feeling hopeless and feeling like it's never going to be enough, but to actually bring in these amounts of income that actually puts a dent in things and does it in a way that gets you your time back, that gets you your life back, that gets you that time back with your family, with those you love most, with your spouse, with your grandkids, whoever that is. So $900 a day, when you get to that point by, let's say, the end of this year, you're to the place where you're starting to see sales come in more and more frequently. You get to December 31st, you get to January 1st, and you're seeing a customer come in on a daily basis. January 1, 2025 rolls around and you see a customer, the next day another customer, and next day another customer. You're to the place where you're having that daily paying customer, where you've built up your skills, you've learned how to bring in a daily paying customer. And would you realize that when you are making $900 and bringing in a customer on a $900 basis, do you realize that that is $6,300 a week and $328,000 a year? What would that do for you? How would that make you feel to get to the end of 2025 and you have $328,000 in your bank account? What would that do for your family? You do it again. You're so fired up because you see how easy it is. You're so fired up because you're seeing this work. You're so fired up with the impact that you're being able to make on the people around you, that you do it again in 2026. You do it again in 2027. 3 years in a row. What are you? You are a self-made millionaire. That is the power of this system. So again, my name is Lee. For those of you who are just coming through, I am a stay-at-home mom of 4. This is my website right here, empoweredpassiveincome.com. You're going to go there. You're going to see a place to put in your email. That is going to unlock a video that walks you through all of the details of this. It's going to answer all of your questions. So you're going to go there, watch that video all the way through, all the way to the end, because I promise that it will answer your questions. You're going to watch that all the way through. You're going to see a button below that video that is going to take you over to the page that has the products that are available that you can get started with as an income stream for yourself, as a way to be able to bring in passive income for yourself. You're going to scroll all the way to that bottom of the page and you're going to be able to see the products that are available. There's actually 4 different products available, but the number one selling product out of those is actually our $900 legacy builder, which what this means for you is that your number one selling product will be that $900. So imagine, picking up your phone, you see that notification that you just made a sale and it's a $900 sale. Like you just had $900 come into your bank account. This is what I have seen in my own business. And this is what is true across our community, is that number one selling product is that $900 legacy builder. So you're going to go here, check it all out, empoweredpassiveincome.com, put in your email. You're going to get that video from me, and that is going to walk you through all of the details. It's going to answer all of your questions. If you're like, what is this? I've just got here. I don't know what's going on, but I would love to have a passive income stream. Watch that video all the way through because it will answer your questions. If you, for some reason, still have questions after that, hit reply on any of the emails that you get from me, and I will personally answer whatever questions that you have. But I am so excited for you to be able to see this for yourself, to be able to see the power of having an automation system behind you, the power of having products that you can start making money from on day one, that it doesn't have to take months or years down the road for you to be able to bring in thousands of dollars for your family, for you to be able to discover how easy this is for you to follow that 2-hour workday and get your time back. I am so excited for you. And I'm going to leave you with one final thought that I want you to take with you throughout this day. And I want you to hope again. I want you to dream again for yourself. And I want you to think, what $328,000, what learning the skills of being able to bring in a customer on a daily paying basis would do for you and your family. All right, I'm going to go ahead and wish you a fabulous rest of your day. Thank you so much for joining me. Again, empoweredpassiveincome.com. That's where you're going to go, put in your email, and that is going to give you that video of all of the details about this blueprint. It's going to explain exactly how it works. And I am so excited for you to check this out. Again, I'm going to wish you a fabulous rest of your day and tell you goodbye. Bye.